each wine region is unique, but what makes this area special to me is the fact that it has the capacity to produce not really large quantities of grapes or wine, but really high quality. When I first began, my goal was to figure out a way to grow an agricultural product, in this case wine grapes, on a small scale, make wine, and be able to have that wine go to somebody's table. I wanted to just make a living on a small scale.
Harvest is wonderful, it's crazy, you know, not only from the customer standpoint, but what we're doing, because you're constantly calling back and forth. My winemaker and I are talking about what's the bricks reading, how close are we going to be to harvest. So everybody's in a panic. So yeah, it's a bit stressful, but it's a great time because you kind of literally see the fruits of your labor coming to an end, and all the time and effort you spend out here in the vineyards really pays off, and that's the best part of it, is just getting it done. The one thing about the industry here is that everybody's your mentor. Larry Mobby, John Crampton, Bruce Simpson, all the the guys who were pioneers around here. Tony Ciccone, I'd go over and work with Tony on helping improve some vines. So everybody is a mentor to one another, and that's the great part of about what we do here. That it is truly a family, and we work together. We want to see everybody succeed. It doesn't always happen, but we work towards that end, and that's the best part. We just got a good group of guys and ladies. Oh, the first wine we made, it's actually two. I always, they always came out at the same time. We came out with a Chardonnay, and we did a semi-dry Riesling. That was in 2002. We didn't have our vineyard up and running yet, so we'd actually purchased some fruit from a grower on Old Mission Peninsula. And the Chardonnay was actually quite good, and it was just called Chardonnay. And then our semi-dry Riesling. We came out with that, and we were best of class in the state with our 2002 semi-dry Riesling. And that really kind of set us out right away. We weren't open probably 4 months, and we had won that award. Quite honestly, I don't think we even had an official label for it yet, but it was in the Michigan State Wine Competition, back when they held it at the State Fair. And luckily, the winemaker that made that wine, Brian Albrecht, is still with us today. And our style of wine, as far as that Riesling, has not changed. So again, it's always going to be semi-dry. But those were the first two that we had come out with, and kind of got us going.
Well, the proliferation of the vineyards, for starters, somewhere in the neighborhood, I got to think we're closing in on 50 now, between the Old Mission Peninsula and the Leelanau Peninsula. I think the Leelanau Peninsula is in the low 30s, and I think the Old Mission's like around 20. Always wanted to do something, on a farm and farming agriculture of some sort. And I was growing peaches and apples. I bought the place, had an old orchard. So, I was just kind of looking for something that I could actually at least break even, And the wine business is good in that regard. And I'm also in the hospitality trade. And the whole wine thing has been so good for the hospitality region up here. The number of visitors we get to visit our wineries and tasting rooms has just been great for the area. So. Oh, I've gone to multiple events down there at Michigan State, and it's been great. They're educating the growers what to do and what not to do, and what varietals work well and don't work well, and they're really active in helping get the industry up and going in northern Michigan for sure. First wine I ever had in this region. Oh, Probably Boone's Farm 2020 or so, whatever that junk was, $1.99 a bottle at the party stores in Detroit.